Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
This is video B, if you will, on locating the center of mass of a system of particles. There are 3 of this. This is AP Physics C, Mechanics. Yeah, so let's talk about this. In this video, we're going to learn about how to calculate the center of mass with point masses in 1 and 2 dimensions. We're also going to calculate the velocity of a system's center of mass from the individual velocities of its parts. So think about it this way. You've got 2 people, this is the hook, a very different mass sits on opposite sides of a canoe. So we've got the big guy here and the small on the left. All right. If the heavier person walks towards the lighter one, pink is light, does the canoe move? If so, which way? And actually, let's add another question, why? So this video, we're really going to talk about the mathematical formula of how to find the center of mass. So the center of mass equation, XCM, that's how the CM is not centimeters, it's center of mass, is equal to M1x1 plus M2x2 plus M3x3 ... over, I'm just going to say M total, or M1 plus M2 plus M3, and you can have as many masses as you want. That is really, it's that simple, guys. You also can do this separately. So if you've got both an X and a Y, you find the center of mass Y. It's the same equation, except it's M1 Y1 ... over M total. And so what you can do is sometimes you've got multiple dimensions. We'll do a problem like that. And then you can find the center of mass and what its point is. That all said, let's do some examples. So we've got a 2 kilogram mass. So I got to draw, this is a 2-dimensional one. So I've got like a thing. And we're going to assume that this object is massless, but I've got something sitting at X equal to 0, and that's 2 kilograms. And then at 6 kilograms is at 8 meters. So at 8 meters, this is 8 meters, I'll do that up here. We have 6 kilograms. Where is the center of mass? Well, we apply our cool equation. We would say X is equal to X1 M1, which would be 0 times 2 plus 8 times 6, all over 8, right? Because it's 6 plus 2, right? So that's going to be 8 times 6, that's 48 over 8. Which of course is 6. So now let's think about that for a moment, right? If I start at X equal to 0 to X equal to 8, the center of mass is right here at 6. So if I was to take my finger and balance it out, that would be the place it would be, because of course this side has more mass than this side. I think it's very intuitive when you're doing a problem like this. All right, let's up the ante and do another problem. So we have a different situation. Now we're going to do a coordinate plane. We've got a coordinate plane. We've got a 4 kilogram mass at 2, 1. So this is 2I, 1J. So, or XY, right? So I'm going to go for 1, 2, up 1. Boom. So this is 4 kilograms. And then I have a 6 kilogram mass at 8, 6. So I'm going to change colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8, 6. I'm not drawing it very well. And this has a mass of 6 kilograms. So now let's find them each separately. Let's go with our X. I can say XC, which would be equal to 4. That's the mass, times 2, yeah, plus 6 times 8 over my total mass, which is 10. And when you do that math, you get 5.6 meters. That's your X. And for your Y center mass, that'll be 4 times 1, right? Because this is 4 and 1, the y's. I'm just doing the y's now. Plus 6 times 6 over 10, and that's 4.0. So this is the y center of mass. Now let's just make sure that this makes sense. I'm going to go over 5.6, right? Here's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.6. And I'm going to go up 4. It's going to be, you know, like right here. So that's the center of mass. And again, reminder, the reason we're doing this, if we have these things and they're moving, they move about their center of mass, we're trying to find the center of mass. Now let's switch to a velocity problem right here. We've got a 3 kilogram object that moves with a particular velocity of 4ij. So you're going to do, instead of saying just x center of mass, this is vx center of mass. And it's really the same equation, really. It'll be 3 kilogram, times 4 meters per second, plus 2 kilogram, times -1, over our total mass, which would be 3 plus 2, or 5, and that comes out to 2 meters per second. That's VXCM. VYCM follows the same protocol, will be 3 times 0 plus 2 times 3 over 5, and that comes out to 1.2 meters per second, and that is VY center of mass. So the center of mass is going to move with this x and this y of the system's center of mass. So the velocity, you could also then say, then the total velocity would be, you know, vx squared plus vy squared square root. And then you could find the direction. So this is actually, yeah, this is in the x direction. So I can say 2 squared plus 1.2 squared. I'll take the square root of that, 2.3 meters per second. And then that's my x and y, so and they're both positive, right? So it's positive 2x, this is 2.0, and it goes up at 1.2. I can now figure out what this angle is. I'd say tan -1 of 1.2 over 2, and that comes out to 31 degrees. So your velocity would be 2.3 meters per second at 31 degrees. In this case, might say above the horizon. Now the question, let's go back to the hook. Remember the hook was we had a guy who was in a boat, and the heavy guy moves towards the light guy. And what happens? Does the boat move? And the answer is yes, it's going to move. Again, this is all related to, like we talked about, Newton's third law. It's all because of Newton's third law, equal and opposite reaction or force pairs. And so as the person walks this way, the boat is going to move this way. But what's going to actually not change, this is the big why question, is the center of mass stays the same. So as they move closer, the center of mass will stay the same, but in order for it to stay the same, the velocity is going to have to adjust. And so we go back to the picture, yeah, as he walks this way to the left, as I've drawn it, the boat is going to move to the right, but the center of mass, let's say, is here. The center of mass is going to always stay at this juncture right here. The x center of mass will be here. As he walks there, the boat will compensate, right? So now when he walks closer, and let's say he's now close to a pink person, the center of mass might be here, but here is still in this same exact location because the boat has moved off to the right. Houston, we don't have a problem. We will see you in class.